What's up, everybody? We are back for more Super Meat Boy Girl nonsense. Today's game plan is to finish up Cotton Alley and then A+ rank everything else in the game, or at least the Light World stuff, and we will go from there. So last time I got pissed off at the level just entitled Fuck, because that's what I'm going to call it. But let's do this shit again. For those that have watched this dramatic tale of Super Meat Boy playing, this is my first couple runs of the day here, so that usually means a lot of death, or a lot of stupidity, as you see here. Also, apparently Steam seems to want to do some updates right now, so fuck yeah. Surely this little bit of lag I'm dealing with right now, this won't cause any problems. Not in a game that takes fucking reflexes and skill and shit like that. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit. Oh! I could double jump that shit, got through there. Alright, strategic timeout. Game back on. We're gonna tank that just in case we do good. We obviously want it to count towards the A+ if I beat it this time. I have to redo this shit. So the other day at work, we had an exciting afternoon where someone got a virus on one of our servers. I'm a network administrator by day, a professional TV video talker over asshole by night. But so someone got a virus on the system, which is always fun, or at least entertaining. I'm a horrible employee, so when this shit happens, it's just funny to me. Like someone sent in an email, like a support thing that was like, there seems to be some questionable material on our shared network drive that the whole company shares, and there was a file on there called sexy.exe and porn.exe. So it's one of those great viruses where anyone with common sense would realize they're probably not pictures. Like, even if you're looking at the porn picture at work, file names sexy.exe or porn.exe would never really probably have one of those two things. I mean, the sexy one might be like one of those dating sim games or like weird 1990s strip poker games with like the pixely boobs and shit. But nothing good would ever come from that, especially at work. But so what it did was it made a copy of all of our network folders that instead of just having like, we have one that says customer service. So instead of just having customer service, it made a folder called customerservice.exe, which presumably was the same virus. And people that I work with, who some are very smart and probably very good at their jobs, but a lot of them are also not quite that smart and will click on anything. So, of course, a lot of people were running their department folders instead of going into department folders, so the virus kept replicating and we couldn't delete it, shit like that. It turned into a big thing, but the impressive part was, because of the way we have our system set up, you can, or I guess most systems are set this way, you can see who the owner was of the files. So it gave me a great insight into the people that would run a exe versus opening a folder. And most of them are the people that I would have lined up with, hey, this person is not very computer savvy, smart, whatever. But there was one or two that I was like, that I was a little disappointed with these ex-coworkers, or these not fired ex-coworkers, just like variable ex-coworkers. I thought they would have known better, because one of them that I talk to all the time, it sent me a message like, well, I just saw your email about someone fucked up the server. What happens if I was one of the people that clicked on that file? And I kind of laughed, and I was like, well, it's not really not that big of a deal. It'll be resolved. But deep in my heart, I definitely thought this person was way smarter than that. That's my fun work story, because the rest of my work stories are usually we have a new hire who, at least once a day, makes me want to murder him. And I'm trying to figure out if me talking and telling stories while playing this hard fucking level is helping me or making me do worse. Fuck, I need better than that. So we might as well keep going because this bottom half is becoming pretty simple. So we have this kid who is a temp, or not a temp, he's still on his 9-day probation. He wants to be presumably a network administrator at some point in his life, or something down this path. However, things like simple instructions cannot be followed for some reason. If I say do X, there though using weird letters again. If I say do a simple task, like hook up a computer, he will do things like half hook up the computer, but forget a power cable to actually plug it in, or never hook up the monitors to it because the monitor has no monitor cable, or shit of that nature. So this past week, or the past couple days, I guess, I've been ready to murder him almost every day. I've started looking for a different job because I'm so pissed that this person works there, and no one's going to do anything about his nonsense. And that's the kind of person I am at work, apparently, where, like, I'm an asshole. Everyone that's on this channel knows I'm an asshole, but I usually mean well. I mean, for the videos and stuff, I usually act up more than I need to, because if I was very just dull and monotone with my voice and my comments, it wouldn't be that fun to watch. If I was like, this is Super Meat Boy. Right now I am playing the Stage 7, Level 20, Level 4 Bandage Girl, entitled 4-letter word. I know 4-letter words. Ha 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 ha. That'd be fucking horrible. So, usually my personality is, like, amplified for the sake of fun of the videos and channels and stuff. But for work, like, I most days hate my job. I'm pretty sure I'm in the wrong field in life, but it's still my job. I've worked since I was like 14, either under the table or with professional places. So I mean, like, I have work ethic like a motherfucker. There's one thing that I take seriously is, like, you're not gonna fuck me over at work, because I will snap out like a crazy person and there will be problems. Shit. So this kid pretty much pushes that button with me every day of either doing half of what I asked him, doing nothing of what I asked him, not doing anything, just generally pissing me off. And I'm pretty sure he's going to end up staying there after his probation. So I am in the process of looking for another job again, because I'm not going to have this fucking know-it-all kid fuck up a job that I've worked my ass off for the past 2 years. And that's the work story, I guess. Because if I just start telling the things if I just talk about the things he does, that would probably just sound stupid, because you'd be like, why the fuck do you care if he forgets to plug in the computer? And I care because then I have to do it. And I have enough shit to do during my day that I don't need to play babysitter for some know-it-all, oh, well, my school book says that we should do this here kind of, I don't know, kid, young man, whatever the fuck he is. I don't know, but I hate him every day. And I hate my boss for sticking up for him. And I guess that's the extent of how much I hate this kid. What else can we talk about, everyone? How's your day going? The shitload of snow that we have here in the good old Pennsylvania is starting to melt finally, which is exciting for me because my driveway has been fucking snow blocked out, whatever. It's like a 4-foot avalanche of cloud and snow for like the past 3 or 4 weeks now. So that shit's finally over with, which is always good. I would like to use my driveway again. I don't like keeping my car out in the street, because if people in my street are like me, they'd probably plow into me and fucking smash into me, because it is icy on the road. Apparently talking does not make me do any better or worse than this, because we're about 10 minutes in right now. And I still can't beat the shit. This is like when you unlock the kid all over again. Maybe a little more frustrating. I know I probably need to go faster through this too. Fuck. Maybe talking is making me do better. See what else is going on in my life. My piece of shit Jeep is still a piece of shit. At this point, I think if I want to rattle off the things that are wrong with it, I drive a 97 Jeep Grand Cherokee. It has about 260,000 miles on it. It looks old. I bought it with the R title, R title. One of those two things means that it was in a wreck before I got it and like put back together, like Humpty Dumpty, but car form. So in general, it usually scares the shit out of me to drive because when I'm going straight, the steering wheel is cocked to the left, like far enough where you would think I was constantly turning the car to the left. So, I mean, from the jump, the alignment is probably fucked up in some way. But along with that, I have a cracked windshield, which isn't completely splintered, but it is cracked. So that looks professional, because, as all you know, I'm the most professional motherfucker there is. Let's see, windshield's cracked. The back bumper is smashed in because some asshole coming off the highway didn't think like, hey, it's raining and slick outside, I should probably slow down coming down this ramp. So this dude plowed into the back of my car. I didn't really see it coming, so I didn't brace and get hurt really. When he plowed into me, fuck, it pushed us into the car in front of me. So I rear-ended this other dude. This was like last year at this point. The guy gets in front of me, gets out of his car. He's like, it's my damn birthday, this shit always happens to me. And I felt kind of bad, and I was like, dude, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm going, I don't care, it's fine, don't worry about it. So we bailed out, and then the other guy that was behind me rear-ended me. He was like, oh my god, are you okay? And he was all freaked out, and I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I was like, I see your insurance card? And he was all nervous about it, so I just took a picture of his insurance card because it kind of seemed fake. I had to call his insurance company, obviously. I put the claim through, and his lady was like, well, I need to hear back from him, his side of it, before we can start putting the claim through. And I told her that's all well and good, but I mean, my car, the rear end is smashed up. Like, the bumper is bent in. The trunk was smashed shut from, like, his truck probably in the back of my Jeep. So this turned into, like, a 2-week project where I'd call this lady every day, who eventually became I mean, I don't fucking know her, whatever. She was a bitch because I'd have to call her every day and be like, hey, is this going anywhere? Well, I can't get a hold of him yet, so I can't start putting the claim through yet. He has another day. Get one more day and then we'll do it. Because obviously she didn't want to put the claim through, like a whore. So eventually I put the claim through, and I got a quote for, I think it was like $900 to fix my Jeep because of the dents and stuff. And of course, when I gave the insurance company the quote, real quick, this is going to be a long episode. I'm going to try to do this until I fucking finish this. When I gave the insurance company the quote, they chipped me down to about $750, which, while it isn't horrible, did not make me whole. And as someone who has been paying insurance for 15 years now, you would think that, like, hey, this is a pretty reasonable quote. It's not fucking highballed out the ass. We should just meet this kid's quote because he's only asking for repairs to his trunk and not, oh my god, my back hurts, my fucking shoulder hurts, my neck hurts, and stuff like that. But no one gives a fuck. They were all bitches. Fuck that company. Fuck that guy. So that's the back bumper story. It still doesn't close right, but I can close it now. The windshield crack I was talking about was just because a rock flew up and hit my windshield last October. When winter came, I turned the heat on, which doesn't work in my Jeep. That's another flaw. Turned the heat on the windshield to defrost it, and the little pebble crack that I never fixed turned into a nice crack on the bottom of the windshield. At that point, I was like, fuck it, this shit's cracked now. Waited for inspection. Inspection rolled around. The guy was like, well, it's not in your line of view, so you don't have to get it fixed. I was like, damn right, we're not fixing it. So I rolled with a nice cracked windshield all through last year. Shit. This year, when it got icy and cold again, I turned the heat on, and lo and behold, it splintered out more. So there's a nice long fucking crack along the bottom of my windshield now. On this obviously fine automobile I drive around. I'm pretty sure that this year it might be in the driver's view. Inspections in April. So we will find that out soon if I actually get it fixed or if I can push it off one more year. Because I'm pretty sure it's like $250 for one of those companies that come out that do like the glass repair stuff. And not that it's a huge amount of money to me, but it kind of is. And I would rather waste $250 on something fun over summertime versus fixing a windshield. What else is wrong with the Jeep? The left front, the driver's side of the Jeep, no longer has a fender on it and is crumpled in. Because this winter, maybe a month and a half ago now, the roads were wet and apparently icy. I didn't realize they were icy. So I'm driving down a back road by my house. I start to make a turn. The Jeep starts doing the I'm slipping in ice shimmy, where it's going left, right. I've been driving in snow almost the entire time I've had a car, either for work, since I've always worked, or to meet a girl when things had to be done. But I feel like I'm a professional in the driving the snow stuff. I never really crash, even if I start to slide. This year was a little different. I started sliding back and forth real hard. I slid into a recently planted tree that probably had it was probably like 4 or 5 inches long, wide, whatever the fuck you want to call it, trunk. So I pretty much started sliding, realized I was losing control, saw myself going into this tree, said to myself, well, hit this fucking tree, braced against the steering wheel, which I probably shouldn't have did, but I knew it was about to crash. So I prepared myself for it. Hold on. Fuck. So I prepared myself for it, knocked this tree over, scared the shit out of myself, crumpled up the side of the truck, or my Jeep. I got stuck in the snowy, mushy, icy dirt. So it was kind of foggy out that morning, and I see people driving by, and I have 4-wheel drive on the Jeep, but I couldn't really shake myself out. So I was thinking to myself, man, I really hope that someone comes by and hooks a brother up here, and pushes me out of the fucking snow, because I'm stuck, I need to get to work. Shit. All that good stuff. So I see this white truck start to slow down. He starts to pull off the side of the road, and I see him jump on the gas. Well, he jumped on the gas because the asshole behind him was going way too fast, smashes into this dude's truck, and they bounce to both sides of the road, kind of around me. So now I've caused an accident because this person tried to help me. I stayed in the car, I let those two talk their shit out. One was just a white pickup truck. The other was this guy, this nice Lexus or Acura, looked like a business dude, all dressed up, asshole kind of dude. The younger guy, kind of my age-ish, comes over, he's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine, are you okay? Because I was all fucking nervous because he just got rear-ended. He was like, yeah, I have the worst luck with trucks though. I've only had this one 6 months, I always fucking crashed somehow. And he was asking me like, hey, do you want me to help push you out? He tried to push me out. Took me a little while. Eventually we shimmied me off of the tree I knocked down. I think I was stuck on it. At this point, the cops roll up, because those two called the cops, and they were like, oh, well, we're not really part of this jurisdiction, but we'll send different cops along the way. So different cops came. This dude's hanging out outside the street with us, and as we're all outside talking, you just see all these cars coming down the street, doing the I'm about to crash shimmy at the same spot, and then some people are coming out of it, some people are almost hitting all of us standing outside by our cars. The cop starts to freak out and was like, everyone get the fuck back, let everyone get the fuck off the side of the road here. We're gonna get fucking killed, we have to watch out for these assholes. Blah, blah, blah. So the cop pulls us off to the side. He looks at me, he's like, are you okay? He's like, is your car drivable? I said, yeah, I only really hung out because this dude hung out to help me, and then this dude pulled over to try to help me and then got rear-ended. I was just saying to make sure no one needed me. The cop was like, nope, get out of here. So I bounced out because, fuck. I really didn't want any involvement with this, with any more involvement with the accident, because my car's a piece of shit. God only knows you're gonna start saying like, how are you even driving this car? Blah, blah, blah. So that's that then. I mean, I kind of ended that story abruptly. So basically I drove away. Everyone at work was like, are you okay? Eventually I had the huge dent in the side pulled out, so it's just beat up as shit now with the fender missing. So it looks even more professional. It adds to the flavor of the Jeep, which is shit flavored pretty much. Fuck! Oh, almost there. But I think that's all that shit's happening on Jeep. But it's just a huge piece of shit. Like, it stalls out all the time when it's cold. Belts are always squealing. It's leaking coolant all the time. But it gets me around. And if I smash into shit, I don't care because it's a giant piece of shit. So that's the benefit. Fuck. That's the part I've always loved about the crappy cars I've had. Was that if I smash them up, which happens enough, either me hitting somebody or somebody hitting me, or shopping carts or shit, it doesn't really bother me. It's just like, okay, there's another dent on this car. I'll add to their 75 that's already on here. No big deal. But this is probably like my 6th or 7th car too, because all of them I pretty much run to the ground until I die. All my cars are usually like $1,000, $1,500, $2,000. I really just beat the shit out of them until they're gone. Until either they don't start anymore, or something breaks off, or I just plowed into something so it's gone. I ride those bitches till the end. One of my favorite dumpy cars was, I had a Chevy Lumina 94, and this was in like 2008, 2009, so it's definitely like not the proper year to have a 94 car. But I fucking loved that thing. I had an awesome stereo in it. It was comfortable as shit to ride in. Fuck. It was all sorts of wonderful to me. Got me every place I needed to go. And eventually, one of the tire arm, something, ball joints, something broke on it. That was like a $500 fix. I fixed it. Something else broke like 2 weeks later. It was another $500 fix. And I was like, I need to put this sweetheart down, because that was when I was making less money than I do now, and I didn't really have money to keep throwing $500 in this car every couple weeks. No car is really worth that shit. So I actually had to take it to the scrapyard. And after I dropped it off the scrapyard, I pulled the badge off of the back, the Lumina badge, and it actually kind of broke my heart a little bit, because the car wasn't really dead like the rest of them. It was just injured. I had to put it down. And I apparently loved that car enough, where I was a little heartbroken and upset and a little teary-eyed when I was like, hey, this car's gone now. It's gonna get crunched into a fucking little metal ball, never to be driven in again. And it was just dead. I think that's all the car stories that I can think of at press time. Apparently, Bandage Girl getting crushed up by saw blades reminds me of me fucking crashing my car or breaking stuff, or things along those lines. What other final stories I have about myself? Let's talk about the time I almost got electrocuted. Or the times I did get electrocuted, because they were both definitely electrocutions, or shocks. I definitely got shocked. Hardcore. But I didn't die. Obviously. Woo! Oh no. Are you fucking kidding me? We're gonna watch this replay. I think I missed it by fucking like half a second. I don't know which one I'm supposed to be watching right now. Like, I assume it's one of those middle ones. Maybe the one that's in the back right now. I guess so. Wait, maybe one of the ones at the top? That one right there? And the just went across the middle? I think so. Yep. So how close did I miss this shit by? Because I'm gonna be real upset. Okay, I missed it by enough. A second, I don't know if that's enough. Alright, let's go back to the map. I unlocked the achievement called Suffragette, which is, I think, when you beat everything with her. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go through and start A+ ranking all the levels now, just to unlock all the Dark World stuff. I'm going to finish my 2 electrocution stories real quick because those are funny. And then it's going to be a lot of fast forwarding for the end of this video. Or no, I'm going to finish with it. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish my electrocution stories real quick. We'll A+ rank this stuff. And then tomorrow is just going to be me trying to A+ everything else possible. So there's been... oh, I'm not going to do it this way. There's been twice now where I've almost electrocuted myself. The first time was when I used to work at Circuit City, and I was trying to move a television. It was when like by move a television, it was like just one of those little fucking flat panel, like 26 inch, 32 inch. How the fuck did I do that? It's just one of those little like LCD TVs. I already have it on there. That was that one. I was trying to move those little TVs, and maybe not. Fuck you, game. Let me fucking talk. So I was trying to move those little TVs, and there we go. I was trying to move those TVs, and I was trying to reach back to unplug it. I couldn't really reach the outlet where the TV was plugged into. So I was like, I'm just gonna keep yanking on this cable until the fucking TV comes up. The power cable comes loose so I can move this. So I start getting it to come loose, and I think, oh, I can't really pull this out. I'm going to wedge my finger in between where the plug plugs into the socket, like where the prongs are, and I'm going to pull up on there because it seems like a good idea. So any normal person would realize, like, hey, the TV's half plugged in. Dipshit, you're going to put your finger in between where electricity is. But I didn't think about that, and I put my finger in between where electricity is, and I felt this really shitty little jolt real quick, and I was like, what the fuck is that? That didn't feel good. We'll unlock that too. I was like, what the fuck is that little jolt for? That didn't feel good. Let's do it again. So I put my finger in there again and tried to pull the TV out. And was like, what the fuck keeps happening? And then I realized, like, holy shit. Obviously electricity is coming through this socket thing still. Fuck. And I'm getting a nice little shock of 110 watts, volts. Whatever the fuck normal power is, 110 volts. 110 watts? Whatever. So yeah, I shocked myself twice like that. Little tingles in the arm. Didn't really feel... oh shit. Didn't really feel fantastic. This is Commander video, for those who don't know. His special power is when you hold A, you tap A after you jump. He does a little hover like that. But man, playing a game, talking about a game and talking about life at the same time is tough. Why can't... see, my fucking A button sucks, everyone. There we go. Yay! I'm watching another video. But, so that's how I shocked myself twice at work. But very stupidly. Probably almost gave myself... it probably explains a lot of things about me, to be honest. But that was the warm-up to the bad one, or the preamble to the bad one. The real bad time was the one day I was hanging out at my house, and my house is like 70 years old, so it needs a lot of work. And all the outlets in the living room used to be upside down in the walls and not grounded. So the one day I was sitting on the floor when my girlfriend at the time was here with me. We're hanging out, I'm sitting on the floor trying to fix something, and I was like, man, this outlet's fucked up. I'm just gonna reach, I'm gonna grab the outlet and spin it around in the wall. So I grabbed the whole, like, socket, outlet, whatever you're gonna call it, I touched the connectors in the back, and feel this horrible pain shoot up my arm. And then I kind of and then I was like, what the fuck, and I screamed. And then, of course, the girlfriend that was here was like, what the hell did you just do? And I was like, I don't know, my fucking arm is killing me. And she's like, well, what did you do? And I told her that I grabbed the outlet. And like when I tell most people this story, they say, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you just grab an outlet that's live? And I just smile and say, I don't know. Because I didn't know why I did it. But I'm pretty sure I got a legitimate shock through my arm. Like it shot all the way up through my arm that time. My arm was numb for a little bit. And that one kind of fucking sucked. Getting shocks in the arm / electrocution / whatever you want to call it really doesn't feel good. And like the super high powered one, like the actual voltage out of the house, felt fucking horrible. Like, it was definitely one of the worst things ever. And that's my life lesson to all you. Why should I glitch out like that? I forget. This means something too. I kind of remember there being glitch worlds. We're gonna try to... We'll finish up today's videos with this, I think. My tales of electrocution are now over. Fuck. I wonder if this is still unlocked afterwards. I don't remember now. But yeah, so life lesson to everyone. If something has power to it, anything metal or conductive, not the best thing to touch while touching metal. Okay, it does unlock Glitch World. So we're gonna try to beat Glitch World, and then we are going to end today's video. My stories of pain and suffering, along with Meat Boy's pain and suffering. What? Fuck. I gotta be way fucking smarter than this. Fuck it, we're done with this. I'm not gonna do this fucking level. Or we'll come back to it. So right now, all of Dark World is unlocked. If I hop in here real quick. So tomorrow will just be probably a fast forward footage montage of me trying to beat all levels I haven't beaten yet, just so everyone can see that I did it myself. So tomorrow there'll probably just be music behind the episode, maybe me talking a little bit, but I will talk to you guys later. Peace.